What's up, Spotlight Omaha fans? Seth and Gerald here with the Impulsive.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Or at least part of the Impulsive.
Yeah, part of the
Two-fifths.
Impulsive. We've got Jake and Shane. They are here to talk about their upcoming tour.
The Lost Tour.
The Lost
We're
Tour.
gonna go get lost, you know what I'm saying?
All about the latest album. You can hear that on Spotify. I believe you guys have a video out on YouTube already for one of the songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We
Which
actually
song?
have all our songs on there, at least lyric videos. Then we have one music video for Fallen Angels. So check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, we're on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon.
Everything you can think of.
Yeah.
Usually upload it to one place like CD Baby or The Orchard, and it just spreads it everywhere for you. Makes it nice and easy.
Perfect.
But yeah, all of it's up there. And I'd like to give a shout out to Kenny Chairs, the guy who did our music video for Fallen Angels. I think he ddid a really great job. Appreciate
After
you guys
watching it,
check that
yeah,
out.
production value was really good. You guys got to set a building on fire. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That's fun.
Definitely worth a watch if you're a pyrotechnic. But so for those who don't
Or
know
like
the
good
Impulsive,
music videos.
Yes.
for those who don't know the Impulsive already, like how would you describe yourselves?
Impulsive.
Impulsive, hard. And I mean, active rock. You know, you got so many rock bands. You know, they all going for like that, the rock sound. You know, because like people like us, we like that. We like the energy, the intensity. So when you're gonna listen to the Impulsive, you're gonna get active rock, you're gonna get hard rock, but that doesn't mean every song's gonna sound the same. Or a big umbrella of rock. We got like on the new album, our title track "Lost" is more softer. You could almost call it a ballad of a song, but it's still pretty heavy. And then our single Fallen Angels, it's fast and it's like upbeat hard rock instead of like the softer stuff. And you could list pretty much any of our songs. They all have their own unique identity. So I think you're just expect like good, I say experimentation maybe. We like trying different things
Yeah.
to not sound the same, but
Yeah.
expect
we like
rock
to
for sure.
we like to stay outside the scope of generality. You know, every band has their sound and they stick to that because it's what's safe. But we like to push the limits a little bit. You know, we like each song to have kind of its own sound.
Right.
So we have, you know, like Shane said, we have Lost. It's a little more. So Lost is like a Breaking Benjamin-esque sound, and then we have like Ghosts, which is like a Papa Roach-esque sound. So we have like completely different styles of influences throughout the whole album.
Yeah, and it really helps having two singers. And me and Jake, for the most part, throughout the years, have been the primary songwriters, but everybody's, you know, open to put their input on anything or even bring a song to the table. And with this album, it really shows that everyone put forth ideas. So instead of just having two people bringing their ideas to the table, you have everybody. So it's a really good mix of a bunch of different influences.
Now, running out on the tour, I know that you guys are doing pretty short time slot. I mean, you're looking at like a couple, like 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah.
roughly. Now, was that the choice right away, or like, are you opposed to those longer, several month tours, or do you tend to lean more towards multiple?
It would be really
shorters.
It'd be cool to do the longer tours, but we're so new on the touring circuit. We really haven't been touring, you know, that often. We've been doing little out of town runs. This is the biggest run we've done so far. So I think starting logical, you know, just finding markets that you know that you want to start building around the Midwest first, and then kind of branch out after that instead of going for the big picture, because there's so many elements that goes into a tour, and we're still finding out new things that happen, you know, that make it hard. But yeah, no, for a big tour, I mean, it'd be cool, like to make the dream happen, start touring full time, you know, large scale. But it just doesn't work like that, especially for people like us who we're newer to the whole touring thing. We don't have as many connections as people who might have been around, you know, for quite a while. So we're doing a lot of stuff ourselves and learning. So I think a 2-week tour is pretty, you know, strategic move, just to keep it short and condensed to make sure we can hit markets that we can hit again very soon and kind of keep building our way up.
Anybody who scrolls through a YouTube video on any modern rock nowadays you're gonna end up running into the same comment where most rock music either sounds the same or the lyrics tend to focus on a lot of the same subjects. Mm-hmm. Now, I listened to quite a few of your songs. You guys don't, at least to me, you guys don't seem to fall into that category. Like, how do you guys keep things, as far as the lyrics go?
Yeah.
Like, how do you keep shaking things up to make sure that everything is...
I'm sure everyone changed, you know, people change, their views change and stuff like that, but as far as right now, like you see bands, I'm not gonna name names, but bands that make party songs, and there's a time and place for that, so they can do whatever they want. That's fine, but that's a lot of, you hear a lot of party songs on the radio. Personally, that's not me. I don't like that stuff. I mean, there's some that I actually do kind of enjoy, but for the most part, if I'm gonna write my own original music, I'm gonna write stuff that's personal to me, not stuff that's just kind of in like a good-hearted like, party spirit. I like reaching like deep topics that reside deep within me. If it's like anxiety, depression, or suicide, or things that I see going on in the world that I don't like, that's what I'm gonna write about.
Do you have a song that you're most proud of as far as the lyrics go?
I'd say Fade and Lost are two about suicide. Fade is about me losing my Uncle Mark to suicide, and then Lost off the new album, a new EP, it's about losing our dear friend Forrest Corrigan to suicide. And I really like the lyrics that we came up with for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of
Very personal.
yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
very personal.
Huge amount of meaning to you. Like, so
Absolutely.
the passion's pretty much always going to be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's one thing in all of our songs. That's behind all of our songwriting is just the passion, because every single song is from our personal baggage. It's something that we've dealt with, and it's a true statement of how we feel, our emotions, rather than us just trying to write a mainstream rock hit. We write from our hearts, but we also want it to sound really good.
Right.
So.
And I'd
Right.
say, like, as far as, like, because we're vocalists, so we write pretty much 90% of the lyrics, if not more, for either of the songs we write. We're not trying to go sound like someone we're not. It's going to come from the heart. It may not be the most, intelligent lyrics you're ever going to find. We're dummies. We don't know big words. No, seriously, it's going to be, like, 100% authentic. It's going to be us. We're not going to try to be anybody we're not. So I think that really reflects that it's just us coming from the heart, not us, like, trying to pander to anybody,
Since you guys have actually made it out of the bubble that is a budding band,
Yeah.
breaking out of that, especially in Omaha, I've been in a few bands. We run into musicians all the time who have similar complaints that it's tough to get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys had to give some advice to some of the bands around here in the local area to help get through that.
Or even not necessarily the other bands, but like if there was a couple things that you guys could tell your just starting out selves, what would that be to kind of maybe help?
I'm sure we could both answer this. For mine, maybe if I had like a couple pointers, is don't be lazy. Go after it. Don't expect things to happen yourself. And another one is make sure everything's exactly what you want. Don't settle on anything. We did that early on in our band, and it shows.
How so? Like, give me an example.
You record a song, you record an EP, and it's not exactly what you want. So if you don't think it sounds like something you're going to listen to, who the hell is going to listen to it? Nobody is, If you got pictures that look cheesy, if you guys look like you're a band that, like...
If you play heavy metal music and you're up there wearing blue jeans and a straw hat.
As much as it sucks, that's reality. That's a hard pill to swallow, but don't be up there wearing blue jeans looking like the average Joe grilling on the frickin', grilling on a Sunday afternoon.
Right.
Like, look the part, People
Or-
want to be entertained, Yeah, just don't settle. Don't be lazy, and be yourself is another thing. Don't try to be someone you're not. Every band's done every sound that there ever possibly is to try. Of course, you're gonna hear a band that sounds unique 'cause they got their own like vibe going on, but really, everything's already been done. Just be yourself, and I think that authenticity will kind of reflect, and people will kind of catch on to that.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say my advice would be, one, I agree with Shane, is just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Like, don't think about all the what ifs. Don't think about all the kickbacks. All the failures that could be. Just go out and have fun, because that's what it's all about, is having fun,
Right.
for the most part. And then my second thing would probably be just experiment. Don't be afraid to try different things. When we first started, outside of doing Blink-182 covers, when we started writing our own music, we were like really poppy and like almost like punk, kind of like Blink-182.
It was like
Yeah.
that to hard rock.
And then we kind of fused that with like punk core or hard, whatever the hell that genre is.
Right.
And then we just slowly became what we are now.
Yeah,
We
it's
realized what
long
our
road.
sound was, and then we focused on what we actually thought sounded good to us.
Yeah, it was a long road. So,
Speaking of local shows, do you guys have any coming up?
you guys ready for this?
Let's unwrap it.
All
All
right.
right.
Let's do
I'm
it.
prepared.
We're actually changing things up. We play at the waiting room quite a bit. This time, we're going to headline Lookout Lounge. It's going to be our homecoming show, Friday, November 9th, with Evandale, and more to be announced soon. But I'm really stoked to play at Lookout. You know, it's a good change of pace for us, and also play with Evandale. Those guys are fantastic. I think everyone on the Omaha scene has heard of them by now.
Yeah.
They're making waves. I'm
For
really
sure.
proud.
And they're good buddies of ours.
They are, and their previous incarnations as well. They're a solid group.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the coming home part. Is that the coming home part of the tour? Is
Yep.
that kind of like the last
Absolutely.
stop? Is Evandale touring with you?
They're
No.
not. It's
They're
just
not.
us on the tour and then some local acts for each city. But yep, that's our homecoming show. We'll come back, have a couple weeks to, help promote, get the flyers out for the show, and then November 9th hits and we're playing hometown again.
And that actually leads me into another big question. So promotion is obviously the most important part of throwing a local show.
Sure.
And we see that there are some bands who do it really well, some who could be doing more. What are some go-tos that you guys do for promoting a local show?
I mean, really, there's only really a few basic ones that can really get you ahead of the game, and that's going anywhere and everywhere with posters and flyers, and then, of course, your social media, like, I don't know if anybody uses Twitter anymore, but Instagram, obviously, is a big one. Facebook is a big one. I mean, you may even have to spend a little money to sponsor a post that, has your show on it.
Get creative too, do the boring stuff. You got to do the flyers, the posters, obviously, the social media stuff, but get creative, make a video, make a cool little video,
And do like a live video.
Yeah.
Just something silly, something engaging.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, you have like the River that does announcements, and they do show announcements and stuff like that. Costs
Right.
you a little bit more coin, but sometimes it's worth it, So, and all of those things together adds up to one big push.
And don't be lazy. I'm going to go back to that so many times. There's so many bands, we'll play with for the first time, and we're getting excited. All right, it's a new band, can you guys help promote, do this, this, and that? We ask them to do this, and they do that, and it's like, that's why people don't like playing with bands like you if you only do that much work,
Yeah, don't leave it up to the other bands to do all the promoting.
So you've got the tour coming up.
Absolutely.
Before we close out, I want to make sure that we get a little bit more info on the tour. Where are you guys hitting first, and where else are you going to be going?
So aside from our Rocktoberfest appearance on the 6th of October in Iola, Kansas, that'll be a fun one. The tour, I guess you can say, technically kicks off in Des Moines on Wednesday the 10th at Gaslamp, and then it takes off the next day in Iowa City, Iowa. We're hitting Gabe's. After that, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Maple Heights, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Memphis, Tennessee, Oklahoma City. Looking forward to that one. Got a shout out to our buddy Justin King from Hidden Agenda. He really hooked us up there.
All right.
We're playing Oklahoma City Limits and looking forward to that one. And then
That'd be fun.
we might have another Kansas date after that. And then a couple weeks down the road, we're back at home at Lookout Lounge on November 9th.
So killing it about around the Midwest and a slight taste of the East Coast.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Well, I don't know where Memphis is in Tennessee, but
Memphis is pretty close.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to the
10,
Yeah.
15 hours-ish.
It's closer than we are right here.
Well, Shane, Jake, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Have a great time on the tour, and we'll see you back here in November.
Sounds
you,
great,
guys.
my man.
So-
Appreciate it, guys.